The makeover guy worked his magic on this 76-year-old woman, and the results are incredible. Without wishing to sound unduly unkind, the first time she walked into Christopher Hopkins' studio, Barbara Rogers seemed as though she might be the perfect candidate, the makeover guy. By her own admission, the senior citizen's look was a little on the frumpy side, so the transformation was set into motion, and once the stylist had finished working his magic, the 76-year-old Rogers looked like a completely new woman. A resident of Jane Lew, West Virginia, Rogers had endured a pretty difficult spell prior to visiting the makeover guy's salon. You see, she had lost her husband a couple of months beforehand. Despite that heartbreak, though, the widow felt compelled to see Hopkins thanks to another member of her family. Who was it? Well, to explain more, Rogers sat down for a chat in one of the makeover guy's Power of Pretty videos. She reveals, "This week I came in from Bozeman, Montana, where I'm staying with my daughter for a month. My daughter comes to the salon all the time for her summer makeover." Rogers adds, "And my daughter told me about it. She said, 'You have to do it, you have to do it. It's the greatest thing on earth.' So here I am. Now you've already witnessed what the 76-year-old usually looked like prior to the trip. And during Rogers' appearance in the Power of Pretty video, we got a better view of her. The mom sported a shortish hairstyle with her follicles giving off a dark gray shade. It was a fairly standard look, but that soon changed when the makeover guy worked his magic at the studio. Meanwhile, Rogers also wore a pair of glasses that boasted a slightly colored tint. Plus, she didn't seem to have much makeup on from what we can tell. As we said earlier though, her somewhat dowdy appearance was in stark contrast to the way she looked after Hopkins had finished. You won't believe your eyes. It was yet another example of Hopkins' unmistakable talent, but how did he build up his reputation as the makeover guy? Has he been around for long? To answer that second question, the stylist is entering his third decade in the business after launching his own salon in the 1990s. The studio could be found in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where Hopkins got to work on sprucing up his female customers. And as he continued to earn success, the beauty expert decided to relocate to the uptown area of the city. He changed the name of his salon as well, which has since remained the same. Yes, Hopkins rechristened the studio as Revamped Salon Spa. You could never say that the new name was misleading, but the veteran stylist is particularly adept at working with clientele above a certain age. Specifically, he helps plenty of ladies who are 45 and older at the salon, just like Rogers. In fact, Hopkins' work has been such a big hit that he now operates an additional studio. That one's called Makeover Guy Minneapolis. His fans are spoiled for choice. Mind you, he isn't just a successful business owner. For instance, did you know that the Makeover Guy's taken YouTube by storm too? You see, Hopkins created his own YouTube channel in September 2007. Since then, he's been posting videos that detail his work, highlighting the transformations. The beauty expert has racked up close to 340,000 subscribers, while his clips have accumulated over 200 million views. Plenty of YouTubers would give anything for those numbers. Unsurprisingly though, Hopkins' content on YouTube has changed somewhat during 2020. After all, given the current circumstances, makeovers were off the table. So what has he been up to over the last few months? How's he coping? Well, the stylist posted a pretty creative clip back in May that answered that question. The post was titled "A Makeover Guy Moment, the Corona Bob." Essentially, it was a music video to a rap that Hopkins put together after his neighbor dropped by his house. Yes, you're reading that right. Alongside being a beauty guru and successful YouTuber, the makeover guy is also a musician. As per the About page on Hopkins' channel, he's a baritone soloist who's worked with numerous orchestras such as the Hanover Radio Philharmonic. Is there anything this guy can't do? Going back to the music video, he revealed through the rap that his neighbor was unhappy with her hair, leading to a big decision. After social grace took over social distancing, Hopkins felt the urge to help his neighbor with an impromptu haircut. So the pair made their way to his outdoor balcony with the lady's partner joining them. The salon owner combed her hair back before chopping off a lengthy section using his scissors. From there, Hopkins shared some advice to his fans through another verse. He rapped, "Instead of feeling out of sorts or looking like a slob, pull your hair back, put your head down, Cut your own Corona bob. That's one way to fix your hair issues if you can't reach a salon right now. Anyway, the video proved to be a big hit on YouTube, earning over 73,000 views. It also generated more than 1,600 likes and close to 180 comments from online users. As for Hopkins, other posts in the last few months, he shared some flashback clips from previous makeovers too. As for Hopkins' other posts in the last few months, he shared some flashback clips from previous makeovers too. So that brings us back to Barbara Rogers' transformation. She visited Hopkins in 2017, you see, hoping to spruce up her look, but the 76-year-old outlined a few conditions before taking her seat at the salon. To explain more, she continued her earlier chat in The Power of Pretty video. Rogers says, "I want something simple that I can deal with and not have to have perms all the time. I don't want to have to use curlers all the time and that type of thing. I'd like something simple. As I get older, I don't want to do all that stuff." On that note, Rogers finally took her position inside Hopkins' studio. The video cuts to a shot of the multi-talented stylist as he surveys her hair, playing around with the dampened follicles. He immediately mentions Joanne Woodward's name at this point while visualizing what he'd do. Yes, the Hollywood actress. Hopkins is particularly focused on Rogers' fringe, as he doesn't want her bangs to originate from the middle of her head. The beauty expert explains, when it comes from here and goes forward, then all you can do is have a clump covering your forehead. And then you've got to figure out what to do with the rest. So what does Hopkins have in mind? Well, he suggests that Rogers could sport a fringe similar to his own. Alongside this, the YouTube star also tries to picture her hair in a longer style, should she choose to grow it out, of course. Then the video transitions to a different shot once a decision has been made. By this stage, Rogers' hair looks more alive than it did when she spoke to the camera earlier. Her follicles are now dry and standing up, with a slight fringe at the front. It seems lighter than before as well, with the dark gray making way for a paler hue. Hopkins continues to pick away at his work, with Rogers sporting a smile. He says, "We're making her extra glamorous because we can." The stylist then fixes up her fringe so it blends with the rest of her hair. It's pretty impressive, right? A new look can really make a big difference. Meanwhile, Rogers' daughter makes an appearance as this is going on. With a big grin on her face, she gives her mother some very positive feedback. She says, "Hey mom, you're fabulous. Oh my gosh." The camera subsequently pans over to the 76-year-old who bursts into laughter from her chair. But there's still some way to go before Rogers' makeover is complete. So we cut to a new shot of her sitting in a different seat. On this occasion, a woman is now working on the widow's makeup. She starts by adding a bit of concealer around her cheeks, ahead of focusing on her eyes. From there, the makeup artist applies some color to Rogers' peepers, before adding a dash of mascara. "Oh wow," the West Virginia resident responds when she looks into the mirror. "I came alive, wow." Later in the video, Hopkins even gives her a brand new bra to round off the look. Rogers is clearly enamored with the results as she peers at her reflection. She says, "Oh my gosh, I love it, love it." "Oh my gosh, Christopher, you're such a genius." Hopkins chirps back, "Oh, I know, we're going to go make out." Then we cut to a shot of the parents sitting down in front of the camera again. This time, though, Rogers' makeover is complete. Not even Optimus Prime could beat that transformation. The 76-year-old is now sporting a dark blue jacket and a stylish necklace to go with everything else, and given what happened at the salon, she looked to share her thoughts to the end of the video. Rogers tells the cameraman with a grin, "I had fun with you and Christopher when you were doing my hair and cutting my hair and taking these pictures, but I also enjoyed the girl who did my makeup. That was fabulous, and my eyebrows. I'm happy with the whole package, It was an incredible makeover, but as it turns out, Rogers wasn't the only Barbara to benefit from Hopkins' talents. Maybe he just likes the name. Anyway, that brings us to a different Power of Pretty video, which opens with our second, slightly younger Barbara introducing herself to the camera. With a smile on her face, Barbara says, "I heard about the makeover guy on Vibrant Nation. I followed all of the leads and the links, and here I am. I would really like to look like I feel inside, and this doesn't do it. I'm 70, and it's time to not look quite 70. Off the back of this, the video cuts to a shot of Barbara sitting in Hopkins' salon, with the makeover guy standing behind her. As he starts to play around with her fringe, the 70-year-old beams. "You can do whatever you want." The beauty guru then responds, "Oh, I love that." So after being given the green light, Hopkins takes hold of Barbara's long gray hair, and just as he did to his neighbor in May 2020, he chops off a large section with his scissors. There, it's adorable already, the stylist says while looking at his client's reflection in the mirror. She seems happy too. Once Barbara got her hair cut, the website apost.com reported that she saw the studio's color expert. Her name was Joelle, and she got to work on the shorter follicles. At that point, the transformation was all but complete, as Hopkins unveiled the rest in the Power of Pretty video. With the long hair and glasses gone, Barbara looks like a completely new woman as she enters the frame. The other stylists in the salon are clearly impressed, as are the customers. We're sure they are hoping for similar results. Following the reveal, she shared the same enthusiasm that Rogers showed in 2017. Barbara says, "I feel totally amazing. I love the color. I love the movement of my hair. This is not something I ever would have chosen for myself, and I absolutely love it. I like watching this new me emerge. I feel like who I am now is really here, and I feel really excited about that." So Hopkins clearly has a handle on sprucing up older women in major ways. But how about someone a bit younger? Is he just as effective? Well, the Makeover guy answered that question when he posted his latest YouTube video on October 2020. While his studio hasn't opened back up yet, that didn't stop him from getting to work. Just to be clear though, this wasn't another Barbara. In fact, the lady's name was Marion Williams, and she was 57 years old at the time of the video. Prior to her meeting with Hopkins, Williams sported curly hair with a dark brown shade. Looking for a change. "I want to be more sexy," she admits. Well, Williams gets her wish in the clip as Hopkins works his magic again. The 57-year-old's hair is completely transformed, taking on a slightly shorter style. The YouTube users in the comments section were certainly impressed, as some of them compared her appearance to Raquel Welch, so it's nice to know that the Makeover guy hasn't lost his touch.